Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome back for another transmission from Anna, grandmother of Yeshua. My name is Salomé, and I am here today to channel her words, her energy, her wisdom on the current events in the world, and maybe also some processes and ways we can embody ourselves more fully. It has been a crazy week with the Epstein files and also news of artificial wombs coming out. And we were here with my middle son's birthday and now 2 sick children. So I've not been able to tune in with Anna before today. But I'm looking forward to receive her guidance when it comes to these subjects and maybe, tune into what is happening right now, why it is happening, and how we can remain connected to our hearts as all this intensity is unfolding. So let us take a moment to welcome Anna and invite her in so she may share her insights with us here today. Yes, thank you again for allowing for this opportunity to speak to you. I have said this before and will remind you again that the earth is moving towards a magnetic field that is pulling out every impurity, every shadow, every density that is still holding the collective back from rising in their consciousness and rising in love and becoming the bright, clear embodiment of this harmonious, peaceful field that they are, becoming the expression of love. But as this is happening, we will come to see more revelations of darkness that has been present in the collective for generations, such as now with the Epstein files, where it has become clear, obvious, and there is absolutely no way to turn a blind eye to the darkness that has been present in the collective field, in the masculine, within the feminine. And it is now pulled to the surface so it may there be met and transformed, transmuted. I do wish to inspire you here today with a feeling of love and trust, and again tell you that the greatest act of rebellion is to remain connected to the love that you are. As these files, as all this information is coming out to the surface, is coming into public eye, and we cannot ignore it anymore, there are several ways that you can react. You can react from your own shadow, from your own past hurt, from the generations of hurt that are still present in your body, or you can decide to transmute it to love and to stand united and stand fully present and anchor in love more deeply into the earth. In this time, it is welcome to feel rage. It is welcome to feel grief. It is welcome to feel it all. We do not wish you to bypass any of those very justifiable emotions. For what is coming out to the surface is a gross desolation of existence. It is a very harsh depiction of how the feminine has been treated in the collective. And we are all allowed to feel that pain, because that pain is ours. We are all part of this, and we have all either treated others this way or have been treated this way, or have in some way maybe turned a blind eye at some point in our lives. And now, more and more and more, there is no way to keep that blind eye blind. Those who did not want to see will see. And those who keep not seeing will keep being confronted with their inner shadows more and more and more as you are drawn closer to this magnetic field. For those who do allow all their emotions, do allow their grief, their rage, and whatever emotions come up as we confront all these hard parts of society, those who allow themselves to feel it all are liberating themselves from those emotions and make space to become the radiant anchor of love, to have the light in their hearts turn on and stand united, not against, but united to fight for something. You do not fight against the oppressor. You do not fight against dirty men. You do not fight against all these incredible, damaging words and actions and reactions that have been normalized. No, you choose to stand for who you are. You choose to stand for love, you choose to express love, and you choose to create another world. So feel into your own body what this difference in perspective does when you do not fight against something, but when you fight for something. And also feel and visualize what you are fighting for. What are you fighting for? What in your hearts of heart do you believe in? And what is the world you are creating right now? And what are you liberating right now to make space for that world to ground into your own body, to become an embodied reality through you? And it has not been made easy for you to become this embodied reality of harmony. It has not been made easy to be healthy. It has not been made easy to be connected to life, to the natural cycles of life. I have also shared this before and will share this again, but in our time it was easier to connect to the natural cycles, to connect to our natural cycles. The water was fresh and clean. The air was filled with radiance. The sunlight was not blocked and not filtered, or the receiving of the sunlight was not confused by artificial lights. And the earth still had so many nutrients that our food was dense and full, and we could eat a little bit and receive what you need a lot for at this moment. So it has not been made easy to open your body in healthy radiance, in vitality, to be a temple for your divine light. What we did back then, the way we anchored our divine into our bodies, is a lot harder at this age and time. There is electromagnetic fields, energies, waves of electricity, internet, things that are called connection that are really breaking your connection and breaking the cells in the body. You need so much more to keep your body healthy. But there is one thing that is still unpolluted and could still reach you clearly if you choose to actually. There is the sunlight. So don't wear glasses, especially not sunglasses. and allow yourselves to tune into the natural light cycle so that your body might start really synchronizing with the natural rhythm of nature through the way it synchronizes to the sun. You can receive the sunlight into every cell, and it will remind your body of who it is and what it can be and can do. It will fill it with life force and vitality. And then there is the energy field from the earth, a magnetic field that pulls your blood, that gives your body strength to circulate what needs to be circulated and to know where it is landing and where it is home. So you can always do those two things. Make sure you do not wear shoes when you touch the earth. Back then we had shoes that allowed for the energetic field of the earth to penetrate the cells in our body and to really connect us to the earth. Now you have rubber soles or other soles that disconnect you once again. So often as you can, wear shoes without the rubber soles, or do not wear shoes at all. And just be there on the earth and stand in the sunlight and receive it all. You can clear your water with filters and create an altar so the water can come back to source frequency, and you drink that. You can forage for wild foods and really listen to your body and to the seasons. And if you start really tuning into the sunlight and to the earth's fields, you will also be more able to feel what is healthy for you and what supports your vitality. And then there is the air. I grieve the loss of fresh air. There is so little of it. There is still places where the air is not as polluted as other places on earth, in the forests, places where the population is less dense. High in the mountains. But if we look on earth, there is not much of clean air left in areas where there are a lot of people. So go into nature as often as you can and fill your lungs and really inform your lungs to work well with that energy and to clear everything. And in the meantime, connect to the sun and connect to the earth. Clear your water. And also remember that by this distortion in the way you can connect to nature and connect to healthy ways of living, they have also created the necessity to connect to your divine origins. In our time, this was not as necessary because people were part of nature and could live their lives ignoring everything else because they just attuned to the natural cycles. Now, you cannot anymore. And the only way out is through your inner self, to connect deeply to your heart and to breathe the divine light that you are into every cell of your body. And by doing so, making sure that all the distortions and all the pollution does not impact you as much anymore, because you clear the stagnant energies from the inside out where the pollution can stick to. The more you clear your inner field, the more you clear your cells, the more you clear your own magnetic field, the more you can ensure that the pollution has no magnetic pull to you anymore, because it is pulled and it to your distortions, to your shadow frequency. And the more you keep that inside of your body, the more it has to connect to and to stick and create illness in the body. So if we look at it in this light, right now the coming into the light of the Epstein files is actually a good thing, because it allows you to feel deeper into this core wound of rage, of grief, and clear that field. Clear your body. And by doing so, the power that the shadow frequencies have over you becomes less and less and less and less and less. And the pollution has less impact as well, because it works all those ways. And then there is the question around artificial wombs. Whoever thought this would be a good idea for human evolution? We can almost only laugh at this development, because it is almost comical that people can think that this is enough for a baby to grow. Growing a human is not something a machine can do. It can grow a body, but it cannot grow a human. And humans who will have been conceived and grown into these artificial wombs will feel imprisoned from the start. They will not experience the freedom and the mother feels unity. They will experience a prison right from the start. They will come into life with a head bowed down, because they will be prisoners of life. This is what being grown in a machine does to the human field. The womb is not just nutrients, oxygen. The womb is not just about the body. It is about the memory of unity, and taking the memory of unity into the human body, so that even though you forget who you are the moment you are born, the memory is anchored in your body and it will come back. And even though most pregnancies now are not perfect and filled with sadness and grief, and that's also part in the cells, this is also part of what we do when we are growing. We take in the pain from our ancestors. We feel it through our mother. And we already take it into this field of unity. And the more and the more and the more we move towards this magnetic field, the more we also have the power to activate the memory of unity and the memory of harmony and the perfection that is the body, the abundance that is life. And we transmute the pain and the grief into power and gifts and talents and color that bring fruitful creations to the world. And even though there will be humans attracted to the idea of this artificial wombs because of their own superficial reasons, and maybe also because of the inability to conceive a child in another way, and this longing to hold a child of theirs in their own arms. This movement does not have a long future in front of it. There might be a few years, and through it a few decades of children coming out of these prison cells. I notice it is hard to speak on this manner because it feels like such a desolation of humanity. And in my heart, I have so much love for the souls coming into the earth. And there is so much grief and that this is even a possibility, and that there will be souls who will come in this way and don't even remember how sacred life is. But again, what we can do is anchor in the sacredness of life into every cell of our body, so much so that even though those children will not have the memory of it, they will see it mirrored in our eyes. They will feel it in the love that we radiate, and they will feel it through everyone they meet, because the moment you remember yourself, the moment you start believing in this beautiful harmonic vision, this paradise on earth, the moment you start liberating yourself and creating from this liberated state of being, following the vision in your heart and trusting the steps that your heart offers, the more powerful that field becomes. And then those children who come in with the memory of imprisonment will feel unity through your hearts. And they will remember their divine nature through you. And they will be the ones to break that system. They will be the advocates who really speak up for the sacredness of birth. And somehow they will accelerate the revolution of the heart-aligned human being. But to do so, I implore you, trust in your heart. Do not apologize for your heart. Do not explain your heart. Just live it. Breathe it. Radiate it. Share it. Create from it. And become the field of unity. Become the field of unity yourself. This is all there is to share at this moment. It is a time of grief and of rage. It is a time that there is sometimes no words for the horrors. But if we choose to not numb ourselves, and we choose now to really, really feel the depth of the pain this causes, The pain this shows, because the pain is already in your body. It is the memory of generations, of centuries. And all these horrors right now allow for the liberation of your heart. They allow you to break open. So break open. Feel it all. Roar and scream and cry and cover yourself in mud and wallow. Wallow like we used to do. And remember the love that you are and what you are fighting for. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the courage to feel the depth of what is being brought up right now. We honor you so deeply. And we celebrate you. Beautiful weavers of light and matter. Through your courage, you are birthing paradise on earth. Thank you.